All right, let's dive right into this explainer. Welcome to what is honestly the most escalating, high-stakes week in global artificial intelligence history.
We're talking hidden government AI secrets, massive billion-dollar infrastructure battles, and a whole bunch of hidden developments that most people completely missed over the last few days. The sheer scale of what's happening behind closed doors right now is, well, it's literally staggering, and it's absolutely going to affect all of us.
But to really understand where we're headed, we first got to look at why the US government just hit the panic button and stepped in. Because the era of tech companies just, policing themselves, that is officially over. What happened next completely shocked the industry.
Topic 1. U.S. government's secret AI tests. So, just this week, the Center for AI Standards and Innovation finalized these totally unprecedented agreements to test unreleased AI models from all 5 major U.S. labs. We're talking Microsoft, Google, xAI, the whole shebang. And the kicker, they're testing them without their safety guardrails. The government is demanding to see the raw, unfiltered intelligence before the public ever gets a glimpse.
So what was the trigger for this massive intervention? It was an unreleased AI from Anthropic known as Claude Mythos. Get this model independently hunted down a zero-day bug, an undiscovered, totally unpatched vulnerability in OpenBSD. It found a flaw that had literally survived nearly 3 decades of intense human review. That was the moment everything completely changed.
Mythos is just so powerful that it was deemed way too dangerous to release. The White House actually stepped in and vetoed Anthropic's plan to expand access from 50 to 120 organizations. Now, federal testing is focusing entirely on catastrophic risks. We're talking cybersecurity exploits, biosecurity threats, and chemical weapons synthesis. They are vetting these models exactly like their weapons of mass destruction.
But here is the really crazy part. An unauthorized Discord group still managed to get their hands on Mythos. Now, they didn't hack Anthropic directly. No, they slipped right through a third-party vendor environment using some leaked URL structures. This proves a pretty terrifying point. Locking down a powerful model just isn't enough if the surrounding access paths are totally weak. The fence was broken, and the guardrails, they didn't matter at all.
But that's not the craziest part. While the government is scrambling to lock down these AI weapons, halfway across the world, this exact level of autonomous intelligence is already stepping in to replace human agency in our everyday lives.
Topic 2. Alibaba's AI shopping takeover. Alibaba just made the most ambitious push into what we call agentic shopping to date. They've integrated their Qwen AI app directly into the massive 4 billion item catalogs of Taobao and Tmall. We're not talking about a basic chatbot throwing shoe recommendations at you. No, this is an AI literally taking the steering wheel.
We are rapidly shifting from a world where you have to manually search, filter, and click around for products to a reality where you simply give an AI your intention and it does all the driving. The standard search bar as we know it is basically turning into a legacy tool right before our eyes.
Just to give you a real-world example, in a live demo, a user literally just told Qwen they wanted 40 cups of bubble tea. That's it. Qwen autonomously found a local shop, placed the exact order, dug into its skills library to apply loyalty discounts, and then checked out via Alipay with absolutely zero human clicking. The user just gave a final thumbs up. It's a total transformation of our consumer muscle memory, handing retail power straight over to the AI agent.
And this could completely change the future of AI. Because think about it. To power billions of personal AI shoppers, financial agents, and cyber analysts all around the globe, you're going to need a level of physical power that is quite literally reshaping the planet.
Topic 3. NVIDIA's 5 gigawatt AI factory. Right before their massive earnings call, NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang teased the new Rubin architecture, which is set to succeed Blackwell. He promised this will drop inference costs, the actual price of running these models to spit out answers, by a staggering 90%. But hey, the chips themselves, they're only half the story here.
The absolutely crucial point to understand is that chips aren't the bottleneck anymore. Electricity is. Which is exactly why NVIDIA just swooped in and took a $2.1 billion equity stake in a company called Irene to deploy 5 gigawatts of AI factories. You could design the greatest, fastest chip in the world, but if you don't have the power grid interconnection to actually turn the thing on, it's totally useless.
So NVIDIA is essentially out there buying up physical grid access and raw land, starting with a massive 2-gigawatt campus down in Sweetwater, Texas. They aren't just a silicon provider anymore, guys. They are actively financing and architecting the physical utility-scale infrastructure of the future.
But while Nvidia is busy locking up the power grid, their biggest customers are secretly plotting an absolute rebellion against Nvidia's high-margin monopoly. Because look, if electricity is already that expensive, paying a 70% markup on the hardware to run it, that's just crippling.
Topic 4. Anthropic's $200 billion Google bet. In a totally landmark move, Anthropic, yep, the same creators of that hyper-dangerous Mythos model we were just talking about, has committed an eye-watering $200 billion to Google Cloud over the next 5 years. Why? To secure its own 5 gigawatts of compute capacity.
If we look at their hardware strategy, Anthropic is completely bypassing the Nvidia middleman. Instead, they are betting super heavily on Google's tensor processing units, or TPUs. Because Google vertically integrates its own data centers and designs these highly specialized chips solely for AI math, the cost drops by a massive 40 to 50% compared to premium NVIDIA GPUs.
And this creates this massive, almost dizzying financial loop. Alphabet invests up to $40 billion into Anthropic, right? And then Anthropic turns around and spends it, plus a whole lot more, straight back on Google infrastructure. It's a brutal, high-stakes, two-block cloud war happening right under our noses. You've got the Microsoft and OpenAI alliance squaring off against the Google and Anthropic ecosystem.
But what happens when all of this hype crashes headfirst into reality? All of these billions are built on the lofty promise of flawless AI. These tech giants love painting a picture of this utopian, fully automated future, but just this week we saw exactly what happens when they overpromise to normal, everyday people.
Topic 5. Apple's $250 million AI lie. Apple just agreed to a $250 million class action settlement. This was over claims that it entirely misled something like 36 million iPhone 15 and 16 buyers about its Apple Intelligence capabilities. Honestly, it is one of the starkest reality checks the AI industry has faced so far.
See, users were sold this futuristic, context-aware version of Siri that could magically perform multi-step actions across apps and, truly understand their lives. But instead, they received a heavily delayed, super limited feature set that basically just focused on basic writing tools and some image generation. This false advertising is now leading to payouts of up to $95 per device. It definitely proves that consumer patience for vaporware is quickly running out.
Conclusion: the accelerating AI society. So, from government-vetted supermodels that can identify 27-year-old software vulnerabilities to these crazy agentic shopping bots, $200 billion infrastructure wars, and massive consumer settlements, the pace of global AI competition is accelerating way beyond anything we've ever seen in history.
With governments actively taking control of national security threats and tech monopolies practically fighting over the physical power grid just to train their models, we really have to ask ourselves, what exactly will our world look like in just a few short years? Are we building AI to fit our society, or are we completely rebuilding our society to fit AI? I really hope this explainer gave you a much clearer view of the invisible wars that are shaping our future right now. Stay curious, and I'll catch you in the next one.